Both Global and JP Dokkan just received the newest legendary summon banner, and you know exactly what that means. We now have access to the gold LR coin shop. In this video, I'm going to go through each and every LR, give you my honest opinion, whether I think they're worth the red coins in the first place, things to consider, all of that good stuff. But before we hop in, really quickly, I have to mention thank you guys so much for the successful stream yesterday. I had a lot of fun with you guys. We're also super close to 12.8 thousand subscribers, so if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. I really do appreciate all the love and support. We're on the road to 13k, man, and only you guys can make that possible. Let's hop straight into this video. So first things first, when it comes to purchasing legendary summon LRs, I want to get this out the way. I always think it's worth it, or more worth, to purchase a new LR over a dupe of a pre-existing LR that you already have. So for example, if you already have STR Turles but you don't have, you know, LR Cell, right? I'm going to actually sit here and tell you to your face, yes, that I do think purchasing LR Cell is much more worth it for you rather than purchasing a dupe of LR STR Turles. The reason why is because a dupe of LR STR Turles is going to power up that specific unit, right? But purchasing LR Cell, what it's going to do for you is not only give you a new LR, but you're gonna get buffs to 6 different categories. Sure, 6 categories isn't really the greatest, but it's still 6 different characters, and once this guy is linked level 10 with big bad bosses, he actually is pretty freaking good. So I always think new LRs are always going to benefit your account more than just purchasing a dupe of regular LR. And plus, remember, this is 500 gold coins you're talking about. That's the equivalent of 2,500 stones, right? So you want to be very careful with how you spend these, but remember, it is up to you at the end of the day. First, we have LR STR Turles. I do think 100% he is worth the red coins. Now, in terms of how good is he, I think he's very powerful. He does fit on 6 different categories. I think his best categories, in my opinion, are definitely movie bosses and space traveling warriors. He's definitely good on Terrifying Conquerors, and he's really good on planetary destruction, but I think his best categories are movie bosses and space traveling warriors. So if you can't really build a good movie bosses or space traveling warriors team, I'd probably recommend not picking up this guy, because you won't be able to utilize him to the best of his ability. Also, if you have AGL Turles, right, AGL Turles who supports this guy, and they're gonna link very well together, then you might want to consider purchasing this guy. But overall, he is very powerful. I'm actually working on his links right now. He's at 55% for me, and he puts up freaking numbers. I love this guy so much. He's very powerful. I would say he is 100% worth your gold coins. Next, we have LR Jiren. Now, this guy, I think, is worth it just because of the leader skill alone. Universe 11, granted, is not a big category. There's literally only 6 characters on it. Well, I mean, on JP, on Global, there's only 6 characters. On JP, you got Margarita, right? So there's a little bit more over there, but right now Universe 11 is very limited. You have to have every single character on the category to actually run the team. So if you don't have, let me just show you, right? Because since this is a video talking about the unit, let me just go ahead and show you. So if I pull up Universe 11, I don't even know where the category is, to be completely honest. Over here. Okay. Oh, that's okay. There we go. This is Universe 11. Okay. If you don't have Dispo, if you don't have Topo, yes, he's an SA 10 out of 15. He sucks. Leave him alone. If you don't have STR Topo, if you don't have you know, this STR Jiren, if you don't have Int Pride Troopers Topo, or even the free-to-play Casserole unit, who's very good, by the way, if you don't have any of these units, I probably wouldn't recommend picking up you know, Jiren, because again, you can't really run his team and utilize his power from that leader skill, right, in terms of giving everyone on the team that actual really significant buff. But again, he's not just for Universe 11. Just alone, look at that, dude. He's on 7 categories. That's a buff to 7 of your categories, including Realm of Gods and Universal Ravstock, which are definitely very powerful. His links are also very good, and he's a very powerful unit. He's a very powerful unit. I also have him at 55%, and he does do numbers for me. His links are not up there just yet, but they're going to get up there eventually. But again, this guy is very powerful. I would say yes, he is worth the 500 red coins, and his leader skill is very good. One of the better leader skills of these LRs. So there you guys go. I do think he's worth it. Let's move on to the next LR. Now we have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, okay? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I do think he is a very powerful LR. I have him with 2 dupes. and he's actually helped me beat the Wrathful AGO Broly EZA up to like stage 300 something. This guy, when he wants to crit, he goes absolutely crazy. So in terms of his leader skill, I don't think his leader skill is really worth anything. There's definitely better movie heroes leaders out there, and even if you don't have a movie heroes leader and you pick this guy up, your movie heroes team isn't going to be the craziest, because again, that 130 leader skill is not really the best, but I mean, it's definitely better than nothing, right? I'm not going to sit here and say that. Now look at the categories, right? This is the reason why I can't say he's not worth it. Look at this. That's 11 categories. You buy one unit and you are buffing 11 of your categories. So what happens is, when a new SBR stage comes out, or a new event that has a mission to run, I don't know, Exploding Rage, now you have another option, a very powerful option at that, to run on your team. So keep that in mind. But one thing I'll mention about this Goku, or this Gohan, is that you want to have a movie heroes Goku on your team to really bring out his power, both in his passive skill and his active skill. If you have no movie heroes Goku in your box, probably don't pick him up for now. Probably wait a little bit, because again, to bring out his full power, you want to have a movie heroes Goku on the team. But again, I think overall he definitely is worth it. He's definitely on a lot of categories, and I mean, I think the categories alone, it really makes this unit really good. He's also decent defensively, but puts up really good numbers. By the way, at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you like my top 3 picks overall, because I do think a lot of these LRs are actually, you know, pretty worth it, right? Then we have Angel Vegeta. Now Angel Vegeta, I ended up getting my first copy of Angel Vegeta, and I do think he's very good. His links are not up there just yet, but I have played with him a lot. I do think his links are very good. He is on 10 freaking categories, but the thing is, the reason why I would say he's not really worth it, again, I'm not saying he's not good. I just first, I mean, Worthy Rivals is his leader. You're not running Worthy Rivals. I mean, you might run the category, but like, no one wakes up and says, oh, let me run Worthy Rivals, right? That's not a category. If this was like Majin Buu Saga, if it was pure Saiyans, if it was Otherworld Warriors, I mean, I think it would have been a lot better. But Worthy Rivals, I mean, again, I don't really see, for me at least, right, in my experience, people don't really run that. So I would just say leader skill is kind of like an L, to be honest. Another thing about this unit is that you need a similar to Gohan, you need a Goku to bring out the goodness of this unit. And you know, granted, I mean, his links are cool. He has 10 categories, one less than that Gohan. But this guy, even with the Goku on the team, he's not really putting up the craziest of numbers. I'm not really looking the craziest. Yes, he's very powerful. Yes, he's very good. But I just think that you're gonna get more bang for your buck with the Gohan than you are with this Vegeta, right? Because Gohan units, like, it's easier to build a hybrid Saiyans team than it is a Worthy Rivals team. I think we can all agree there, right? So I would say right now these top 3 LRs are definitely you know, worth it. Then we have Broly, Chi-Line, Lemo. I mean, this LR is pretty interesting in the way they work, but no, okay, just no. Next we have LR not AGL, LR into Rose. Now this guy, right? I think this guy, if you were to ask me if he's worth it, you know, before the 6th year anniversary, I probably would have said yes. But I feel like this guy is not the same unit he used to be. And at 55%, right, your first copy of Rose, I mean, he's still going to benefit 8 of your category teams, right? He's okay defensively. He's not really that unit who's going to be a big defender for you. He's going to take a lot of damage, but he's also going to be able to dish out a lot of damage as well. So I can't really, you know, argue there. His links are very good, and yes, he has access to big bad bosses. Just the dumbest link in the game, going to power him up a lot more. But overall, I don't think he's worth it. He also leads Future Saga. Future Saga needs a 4-key 177 lead, and the 130 is definitely not cutting it. And you don't, at least in today's meta, you're not really running Future like that. And if you are, you're not using a lead that's giving 130, because again, the whole team is just going to end up being kind of like mediocre, right? So this guy is good. Ella Rose is good. He can put up insane damage even at 55%, but the lack of defense and just his leader skill not being that great, I mean, this guy, again, I don't really think he's worth it. He's not on par with what other units could end up being, right? So I do not think this Rose is worth it, but again, he is still very good. And if he buffs your teams, right, let's say, for example, Future is your favorite team, then buy him, right? But as of right now, I don't think so. Then we have AGL Nappa / Vegeta. Now this unit, I do think there's a lot of value behind them, so I'm going to tell you right now, yes, I do think they are worth it. Even though they're only on 4 different categories and their links are not the greatest, I'm kind of looking past that right now. Because let me actually show you the fact that they raise attack and defense on super and greatly raise on 18 key ensures that they're going to be somewhat better defensively. And yes, they have more defense than even Rose, right? So again, this unit is going to be better defensively usually, right? Now what I really like with this unit is that when you get to turn 3, you actually have a guaranteed turn of dodging. That increases the significance of this unit so freaking much, because again, in difficult content, you want that. Let's say you're getting aimed, let's say you have 15 super attacks hitting you in the first slot in turn 3, you have the ability to go ahead and dodge every single one of them. Can be activated starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle. Attack minus 50% and evades enemies attack including super attack for 1 turn. That is just so freaking good. And when he does exchange into Vegeta, this Vegeta ends up being very powerful. And when you would factor in the heal for this unit, I think is what, again, another really good for utility purposes. The heal, especially in difficult content, and switching is not hard at all. I think this unit, again, has a lot of viability, especially in difficult content, which is what a lot of people want. He's also an AoE unit, which means he attacks every single unit on the field, which can definitely help you out in difficult content, especially World Tournament. So I do think Nappa and Vegeta are worth it. I would say they're lower than the first 3 for sure, but I do think he's definitely worth it just for what he can bring to the table, right? Then we have SCRUI Goku. Yes. Okay, that's 5 characters that I recommend. Then we have AGL Bomku, or Spirit Bomb Goku. I actually don't really like this unit as much as I used to. He is very powerful, and especially for the Super Saiyans team, the ability to change orbs into rainbow ensures that everyone is going to be hitting those 18 key supers, and of course doing a lot of freaking damage. He is a very powerful LR to have, floating in that 3rd slot of your Super Saiyan team. If you love Super Saiyans, he might be a really good pickup for you. The only issue that I have with him is even at link level 10, dude, his defense is it's not that it's non-existent, it's not good. And so you can say, okay, on 12 key he greatly raises defense, dude. Even if he greatly raises defense twice, if you're in difficult content, he's going to get blasted. I'm telling you right now, especially at 55%, he's going to get blasted. I just think the lack of defense for this guy really hurts the team overall. Because sure, you can change orbs, right? But if you're going to be in that 3rd slot changing orbs, and then the enemy's going to hit you for 500k defense, then what's the point, right? I just don't see the point of that. His links are okay, or even decent for a Goku. A lot of Gokus have these links, especially Super Saiyan Gokus. And his categories, I mean, dude, Connected Hope needs love, and I'm glad he's on Connected Hope. But again, Legendary Goku event mission, the GT version specifically, he's not really gonna be helping you there. I'm sure someone in the world beat the GT mission, the GT Goku event mission, sorry, the GT Legendary Goku event mission with this guy on the team. But as of right now, it's gonna be very scary to run this guy. He's good, he's powerful, can put up high attack stats, but he's not really that unit, at least in my opinion. Then God Goku's still good. I think he's kind of fallen off. I think in difficult content he could be good for the first 5-7 turns, but after that he's gonna be kind of mid in my opinion. I think he needs an EZA. I think he's definitely fallen off the meta. He's not as good as what he once used to be. But he's still good. But I probably would not recommend you spending 2,500 stones to get him, because again, that's basically what 500 gold coins is, right? LR AGL Kaon Khalifa. The LR I still don't have, by the way. I do think, I mean, dude, if you're gonna run a Universe 6 team, Pepe Gal's team, I do think they're definitely, or even Rapid Growth team, I do think they're definitely worth it. The links themselves are very powerful. You're not going to run join forces as a team, I think, so that's up to you. But their ability to perform 18 million super attacks in a turn and then stack defense every single time they do so means this unit is going to be formidable defensively in long content. And you guys know, really good defensive units who can push out a lot of different super attacks. They're very powerful. Obviously, they don't do the damage they once used to do, right? Because enemies have just gotten stronger since then, but they're still very powerful. So yes, I would definitely recommend Kaon Khalifa. Full power Frieza, no, I'm not even looking at them, dude. No, this guy needs an EZA. Once he EZAs, we can talk, but as of right now, no. Androids, I think androids are pretty good. I don't think they're as good as what they once used to be. If you want an androids lead, I think they're definitely a good androids lead. 5 categories is alright. Links are okay. Overall, I mean, it's a cool unit. I just wouldn't recommend them. I do have this unit, and they're not really that unit, you know. Tech LR Broly. Broly being my favorite character of all time. You guys know how I feel about this guy. I do think being on 12 freaking categories is very, very good. The only issue with this guy is his defense. I mean, his links. Dude, why doesn't Broly have big bad bosses? I don't understand. But his big issue is defense, dude. His massive issue is defense. Now I will say, this guy is still one of the hardest hitting LRs in the game. But personally, I don't see the value in hitting very, very hard if you can't take an attack. First of all, this guy gets all of his stats on super attack, which means that if you don't get a super attack because of bad key, he's going to not hit hard at all, right? Or he's going to get hit very, very hard. He's going to take a lot of damage, and even after he super attacks, he still takes a lot of damage because 100% defense with a stat of, wait, I don't know what his stat is at you know, full leveled or anything, but 100% defense is not cutting it, dude. This guy, if this guy were to get an easy A and they gave him 100% defense and then 150% attack and defense on super attack, plus an additional attack and defense plus 88% on ultra super attack, then this guy's going to be very formidable. But until then, he's just really not cutting it. I would not recommend him. GT Trio, I would have actually said to you, your face, no, that's not worth it. But I actually beat the legendary Goku vet mission with running this unit as lead for the Space Traveling Warriors team, right? It was actually very surprising to me that I ended up beating that event with this unit. So because of that, I do think they definitely have value in difficult content, and they actually lead a very powerful team. Space Traveling Warriors is definitely no scoff, I'll tell you that right now. So I think GT Trio is on the lowest of low units, but I do think they could definitely help you out because I've seen firsthand how good they could be. AGL Baby, as of right now, no. I don't think he's going to be that unit. Honestly, he's just not. He's in a lot of categories, sure. His links are very good, sure, but until he gets an easy 8 or a Dokkan Fest to really bring out his power, I would say no. Then we have Trunks and Mai. I just say no. To be, I'm not gonna look at them. No, they're not. They could buff. Obviously, any LR can buff the teams they're on, but you're not really running that unit. Goku and Frieza 100% yes, especially after their EZA. They're super, super, super powerful and lead literally one of the best teams in the game. So there you go. Cell, again, I would not personally recommend Cell. But again, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you don't have a specific LR, I recommend picking up a new LR over a dupe. But overall, I don't think Cell is really worth it, especially if you don't have a unit to bring out his full potential, right? This guy is okay. You know, even after Link level 10, he's definitely better than what he was before, but he's still not that unit, so I would not recommend it. He is an AoE, by the way, so if you need more AoE units, like unit to attack every character on the field, he could definitely provide value. Bardock, no. Beerus, no. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, no. Int Bojack, okay. Int Bojack. This dude, actually am getting his links to level 10 right. I think I'm missing one link for his level 10 link. I think it's the hair clan that I'm missing. I could be wrong about that, but dude, this unit right here, this guy is, it's almost like he's never aged, man. When you rock him with like if you have STR Bojack, I do think I think buying him is definitely worth it. If you have STR Bojack, I would say yes, buying this guy is worth it. This guy can put up insane numbers. I only have him at 55%, but he's still looking very, very good, especially with, dude, his links. Big Bad Bosses gives 25% attack and defense. Thirst for Conquest gives what, 15% attack and defense, and Galactic Warriors gives what, 20% attack and defense. This dude, these links give a total of 60% attack and defense when you're activating them with another Bojack. Like, this guy is definitely no joke. So I would recommend purchasing them if you have STR Bojack. Mighty Mask, no. Trunks, no. Goku Black, no. I mean, to be fair, Trunks is going to get an EZA soon, and so is Goku Black, right? Now, Broly, he's obviously worth it, I think, especially after his EZA. Majin Vegeta, after his EZA, definitely better, but I wouldn't say he's like crazy, crazy worth. And same thing with the Gohan. Gohan is definitely a lot better, but I don't think he's really, really that much worth it. I mean, if you need buffs for any of these a million teams, then sure. Yeah, so in terms of just who I think is worth it really, really quick as a recap, Broly is definitely 1. Bojack, I think, is definitely 2 if you have STR Bojack. Goku and Frieza, 3 if you have a really good Reps of Universe 17. Space Traveling War. If you have a good Space Traveling Warriors team, I would say you can definitely buy GT Trio. Kale and Khalifa for sure. UI Goku is 6. Nappa is 7. And then 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 units I would recommend in total. All right, out of this whole list. Again, the list of recommended units is definitely going to change depending on who you're talking to. This is just my opinion personally. Okay, my opinion. But overall, I think your best options to pick. If I had to pick like 3, okay. If I had to pick 3, I would say Goku and Frieza. If you have a good reps of Universe 17, like if you have UI Goku, if you have Vegeta, if you grind up all the free-to-play units, Team Universe 7 LR, honestly, I do think you know, this team is going to be very, very powerful for you to run. I do think, like, dude, it's tough. It's really tough to pick. I think if you have STR UI Goku, right, who is on reps of Universe 7, by the way, he's very, very powerful. I do think he can definitely get the job done. And then maybe like Jiren or Turles. Dude, like, again, the 10 LRs I picked are still very, very powerful. I can't just pick one specific unit, but hopefully breaking down each character has helped you guys try and pick or decide between a specific unit. Again, there's a lot of very powerful choices here, and no matter what you pick, as long as it's a new, if you pick a new unit, you're going to be buffing a lot of teams regardless, right? Unless it's Broly, Chila, and Lemo, because then you're buffing what? Joint forces, which no one runs, and Mui bosses, which they don't even work good on. Like, no. So yeah. Like, you know, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, though. Who are you going to end up picking? Hopefully this video has helped you out. I can't speak English. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.